Few things are more frustrating than dealing with people who have hurt you and then act like you were the one who hurt them. Let's talk about that in this week's Priority Message video. Are you ready? Let's go. Hey friends, so there are some people out here who will never ever take responsibility for their own actions. And I don't think there's any behavior that perfectly exemplifies this more than the people who will do you dirty. And then when you get upset about that, as you have every right to be, they will turn around and be mad at you. They will stop speaking to you. They will turn the tables and flip the script and tell other people that they have no idea why you won't speak to them anymore, etc., blah, blah, blah. Do you know someone like this? I know I certainly do. Unfortunately, this tactic is a lot more common than most people realize. It's a projection at its finest, a straight-up defense mechanism that people use to completely steamroller over your feelings and lighten their own load by effectively dumping difficult emotions on you. And I mean, really, who wants to have difficult emotions? Nobody wants to feel like they are a bad person who hurts others. But when you hurt someone else and or you do them dirty, the adult thing to do is own up to it. Be accountable for yourself. It's just the right thing to do. But sad to say, some people cannot get there. Not only can they not admit their wrongs, they won't apologize for them either. The reasons are always various. Some people just don't know how to take blame for anything because they are perpetual victims. Or they are just generally irresponsible people, so that isn't going to be any different in a personal conflict. And then you have people who just have such an overinflated sense of self, or maybe they are a little narcissistic too. And in both of these cases, it's near impossible to get an apology from them. Which, by the way, people have asked me about narcissists more than any other topic on Priority Messages. So I will be doing a series of videos on that very soon. Stay tuned. But anyway, back to this message. Please do not give people more credit than they are due. People who do this, who hurt you and then turn the tables to make you feel like it's your fault, are doing this, or not doing this accidentally. They are doing it because they want to neglect their responsibility for having hurt you, and they want to avoid the guilt that comes along with that. So instead of owning up to what they did like an adult, they will create this psychological distortion that it was all you that was the problem, that it's your fault, that they are the real victims here. Whenever I see this, all I can do is shake my head and be like that Kermit the Frog meme where he's sipping tea. You're the one who did wrong here, but that's none of my business. And if that seems a little cavalier, it's because it is. When I was younger, I always wanted to fix things that weren't right with people. I was always looking for what I could have done to contribute to an issue. And honestly, I still do that in many cases because I'm committed to my own pledge to own my shit. But with some people, I have learned to stop looking for the good that just isn't there. You come to a point in a rift with someone where you realize, hey, it really wasn't me. I did everything right to the best of my ability, so I'm not going to take the loss on this one. I heard someone describe a series of events once that literally changed my opinion of them as a person. They told me that they had been in a certain scenario over and over in their life with all different people, and the outcome was exactly the same. I mean, to the T. Not once did this person take blame for a single thing in that whole conversation, which was lengthy. It was always, they did this and they did that over and over. And while I was listening, all I could think about was, so nothing was ever your fault? Ever? Was it really all those other people? Or was it the only common denominator here, which is you? Later on, I unfortunately discovered firsthand that the problem was still the common denominator, but at least I wasn't surprised about it. I always say that authenticity is sexy. I mean, I even have stickers that say that. But you know what else is sexy? Really sexy? Accountability. Taking responsibility for yourself and your actions, including the ones where you were wrong, where you hurt someone else, where you were just plain not acting right. People who do this will always get a lot more respect from me than the ones who try to blame everyone else but themselves for the pickles they find themselves in. Friends, when you find yourself in this situation where someone is mad at you over something they did to you, I don't really need to tell you that that is a giant red flag, right? Do not give them a pass on that. Do not allow yourself to buy into the narrative of, well, yes, I hurt you, but now you're mad at me about it, so I'm the real victim here. Do not let them project that onto you. You don't need to accept that. You don't need to own it. Hell, you don't even need to rent it temporarily. Self-responsibility means exactly what those words say. All adults should understand that definition and practice it. Not only is it sexy, it's necessary in order to have a healthy relationship with anyone of any kind. And you cannot have a healthy anything with someone who will not take responsibilities for their own actions, period. That's all I've got for you this week. I'll be back next week with another priority message. Until then, take good care of yourselves. Bye.